guys, it's your boy Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. We're going to talk about Messi's deadline day. We have now a date for Messi's registration and his contract renewal announcement. And will the club make that deadline? Antoine Girzmann is very clear about his future. He either wants to stay at Barcelona this summer or go to Atletico Madrid. With that being said, we want to reduce that wage bill. We're trying to get rid of Coutinho, Clement Lenglet if offers come in, Miralem Braithwaite, and also Miralem Pjanic. Also going to talk about some of our youngsters in the squad as Collado and Yusuf Demir, how their futures are looking at Barcelona at the moment. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Before we get into this video is sponsored by the One Football app. It's an absolutely brilliant football app that I've been using now for the past few years. It's the best in my opinion. It has everything you need. Breaking news, transfer news, videos. You have all the matches in the top 5 leagues in one spot, or you can even add more leagues. I believe it has 160 different leagues. And also you can follow your favorite football team. Of course, for me, it's going to be Barcelona. You can have, predictions. It tells you the next games. You have news about it as well. You have a nice little place where you can see all the tables for Champions League, Copa del Rey, Super Cup, La Liga. You can have the squad list as well. You can see all the first team players of Barcelona and some of the Barcelona B players as well. Nice little spot for transfers as well, for everything that's linked to just Barcelona. And during the match, there is live voting of the man of the match. But what I love about this app the most is when we score, it tells you who assists, it tells you if it's a penalty or an own goal. Some apps don't do that. It's absolutely brilliant. Of course, it has full-time stats as well, offside, possession. It also has news on La Liga, transfers on La Liga, and stats as well. Top scorer, assists, red cards, yellow cards. This is by far the best football app out there, and the best part is it's free. So top link in the description down below. Give it a go. You won't be disappointed. Let's start with the news in regards to Antoine Griezmann's future at Barcelona. Coming in from Sport, they've come out saying that Antoine Griezmann only wants to join Atletico Madrid, for only whom he would somewhat lower his salary for, and he has informed his intentions to Barcelona. This now makes his departure very complicated, as it's difficult to find an agreement with Atletico Madrid. And Sport have also come out saying that Barcelona believes that if Cristiano Ronaldo leaves Juventus this summer, the Italian club will be willing to get Antoine Griezmann on loan with a buy option this summer. As for the Frenchman, it is very clear: either stay at Barcelona or join Atletico Madrid this summer. Now let me know down in the comments below what you would do with Antoine Griezmann. Let's say, for example, hypothetically, he does not want to stay at Barcelona, does not want to reduce his wages. What do you do? Keep him at the club and hopefully reduce everyone else's wages, or would you ship him off to Atletico Madrid? For me personally, I would beg him to reduce his wages. Say, look, no matter where you go this summer, whether you stay at the club, go to Atletico, Juventus, Man City, Tottenham, I don't know, Granada, you have to reduce your wages. 700k a week is just not feasible for any club at the moment, especially what you're giving us back to the club. Of course, your great marketing campaign, the performances on the pitch, you're not worth 700k a week. I'd say probably you're worth 400, maybe 350, something like that. So I said to him, look, reduce your wages, do us all a favor. Just, I know you're not, a legend of the club, we don't owe us anything, we're just asking you as a favor, reduce your wages. And if he says no, I'm gonna have to ship him off to Atletico Madrid, because you know what, Messi on one leg is better than Antoine Griezmann, 3 Antoine Griezmann are all I care about. So that's going to be the priority for me. It's Leo Messi. If Antoine Griezmann is in the way of that, I will get rid of him, no problem. But of course, for me as a culé, as a Barcelona fan, I would love to see Antoine Griezmann at the club next season. Wait and see what happens. I think in the next 2 weeks we'll have a good answer, because August 15th is when we start La Liga, and Joan Laporta wants the wage bill done by then. So wait and see. Big few weeks coming up for Barcelona. Now on the topic of Leo Messi's future and his contract renewal at Barcelona, we do have some updates coming in from ESPN, and they've come out saying that Lionel Messi might not be able to play with Barcelona until January if the club is unable to considerably reduce the wage bill to meet with the requirements set by La Liga. So on paper, the deadline for Leo Messi is August the 31st. Barcelona have until then, about a month and a few days left, to register Messi, get the wage bill sorted out, get the new signs coming in as well. But the date set by the Barcelona board is August the 14th, because on August the 15th, we play our first La Liga game, and he wants the squad top-notch, ready to go. Messi and the new signs all registered, ready to go. But of course, on paper, it's August 31st. Let's say we get to August 14th. We're not done yet. We know Messi's not signed a new contract. No worries, you still have an extra 16 days. But if Messi is not registered by August 31st, he will not be able to play until January next year in 2022. So again, like I just said, big few weeks coming up ahead for Barcelona. They have set a deadline for themselves, August the 14th, but August 31st is the absolute last deadline, last second. in the hands of the board and Joan Laporta now, Mateo Alemany, Rafael Uzi, and Joan Laporta himself. Big job ahead. Reduce that wage bill, get the new signs in, and also register Leo Messi on a brand new contract. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, coming in from Mundo Deportivo about Neto. They've come out saying the initial idea was to sell Neto and bet on Iñaki Peña to be Ter Stegen's backup this season. But Ronald Koeman has stopped his exit as he wants an experienced backup goalkeeper. 13 million euros is left of his transfer fee that has to be paid to Valencia, and Barcelona do not want to pay it. So pretty much Barcelona want to sell Neto this summer. Neto wants to leave the club this summer, but Ronald Koeman is putting a stop to this because he does not want to trust Iñaki Peña for that first month where Ter Stegen is going to be injured and out for Barcelona. Very inexperienced goalkeeper, of course, but does have a lot of potential to reach that top level. But Barcelona want 13 million euros for Neto this summer and also probably in January as well. Wait and see what happens with Neto, but definitely he wants to leave the club. The club's opening to sell him. They just need a 13 million euro offer and the deal will be done 100%. Otherwise, he will stay at the club this summer. If we also do sell him, by the way, we will buy a backup goalkeeper likely to be Jordi Messi. Now, similar to Neto, another Barcelona player's future that is currently in doubt is Clement Lenglet, coming in from Mundo Deportivo. They've come out saying that Clement Lenglet is a player with the market, especially in England, where there's a lot of money. He has no intentions of leaving the club as of right now, but the Premier League is the most attractive to him, and there is a lot left in the window. Currently, Everton, Tottenham Hotspur, West Ham United, and Arsenal have appeared to be options for Clement Lenglet, and they also already rejected an offer from AS Roma earlier in the window. So Clement Lenglet wants to stay at Barcelona this summer, no doubt about that. We just have to wait for a good offer to come in. When a good offer comes in, we will force him out 100%. But right now, there's no point talking about him because right now we don't have any concrete offers. We just have interest from, Everton, West Ham, blah, blah. Who cares? That's just interest. That's nothing much. We need a concrete offer. Once the offer comes in, we can talk about Lenglet's future. But right now, he's staying at the club, no doubt. Now, a player that actually wants to leave the club this summer is Miralem Pjanic, again coming in from Mundo Deportivo. They've come out saying that Ronald Koeman does not count on Miralem Pjanic and the player wants to feel important again. Pjanic assumes that his dream of succeeding at Barcelona will not be fulfilled. Juventus is an option and they are working on the deal. Now, over the past 24 hours, I've been hearing a lot of reports saying that Juventus are very close to a loan move for Pjanic. It's almost a done deal, blah, 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 blah. Nothing's close at the moment. I think Pjanic right now is very clear that he wants to leave the club this summer, but it's also very clear that he wants every single euro in his current contract. I think right now, if you want to terminate it, we have to pay him 16 million euros, which easily can get you Jose Gaya. But anyways, he wants every single euro left in that contract. Barcelona did not want to give it to him. They offered him the letter of freedom saying, look, we'll both mutually agree to terminate your contract. You can leave for free. We don't have to pay you. And he said no, because he wants some money from that contract. So wait and see. I think Juventus are, in talks right now for a loan move for Pjanic. I think a loan move is looking very likely, unfortunately. And I also believe that at the moment, Miralem Pjanic is the closest Barcelona player to leaving the club this summer. I think, we have a lot of exits, Braithwaite, Lenglet, Neto, all those other options. I think right now, the closest to the exit door is Miralem Pjanic. The question now is, when's Juventus going to offer that money? When is it going to be sold? When is it going to leave? Because we need to leave badly to reduce that wage bill. Now, similar to Miralem Pjanic, another Barcelona player who is open to leaving the club this summer is Philippe Coutinho, again coming in from Mundo Deportivo. And they've come out saying the option of Marseille for Coutinho is practically ruled out due to his massive wages, but he still has a good reputation in the Premier League, with several Premier League clubs already showing interest in him. But outside of England, AC Milan will probably be his best option. But since he's been out injured for a long time, the club already know that it would be difficult to find a new club for Coutinho as of right now. And that's why they want to show that he has completely recovered from his injury, with him to make an appearance for Barcelona in the preseason. So 100% Philippe Coutinho will make an appearance for Barcelona in the preseason. The question is which game and how many games he'll play. And then after the preseason, the club will be very active to sell him on the summer or even loan him out this summer. But I do believe that Coutinho playing an official game for Barcelona this season is practically ruled out, only because of the clause for Liverpool in his contract. He is 10 games away from us paying 20 million euros to Liverpool. If that wasn't there, I think it would be very likely for Coutinho to stay at the club this summer if he takes a wage reduction. But with that clause being in there and Barcelona not willing to pay that to Liverpool, I cannot see Coutinho playing for Barcelona this up and coming season. So wait and see what happens. He will 100% play some preseason games with Barcelona, probably against Juventus, against Man City, maybe against Stuttgart or RB Salzburg. We'll have to wait and see about that. And then after that, the decision will be made for him where he will go this summer. Will it be a loan or a transfer? But him playing for Barcelona in an official game for La Liga, Copa del Rey, or the Champions League, I think is very unlikely. But in the case of Martin Braithwaite, it is very different, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, and they've come out saying that Martin Braithwaite's value increased following his performances in the Euros, but the arrival of Memphis Depay and Sergio Aguero adds extra competition. Barcelona will listen to offers for him this summer, despite the fact that he wants to continue at the club. So Martin Braithwaite wants to stay at the club, no surprise there. Why wouldn't he? But again, Barcelona will sell him this summer 100%. The only way Martin Braithwaite Braithwaite can stay at the club this summer is if Antoine Girzmann and or Ousmane Dembele do not continue at the club. If Dembele rejects a contract renewal, will be frozen out of the club. If Antoine Griezmann is using a swap deal or leaves the club, then Martin Braithwaite would have a good chance of staying at the club, because then again, he is, fairly decent, I guess, and his wages are very, very good. I think he earns right now, similar to Lenglet, 80 to 90k, 100k a week, something like that. Very, very little for his, quality, of course. But again, the club want to sell him. They want 15 million euros for him this summer. West Ham are in for him, North City, other Premier League clubs as well. Wolves, apparently, I don't know. A lot of clubs are interested in him nonetheless. He played very well in the Euros. Right now in the current team, Braithwaite has absolutely no chance of getting into that first team whatsoever. So with that being said, I think if the club comes in with an offer and the club accept it, he will end up leaving. But I think right now he's happy to stay. The club right now want to sell him. Once that offer comes in, I do believe that Martin Braithwaite will leave the club this summer. Let's now discuss the contract renewal of Elias Moriba. We do have some positive updates about that coming in from Mundo Deportivo again, who've been very, very active over the past 24 hours, and they've come out saying that Barca will continue to negotiate with Moriba about a new contract and will now offer a shorter contract for 3 years, as they did with Alejandro Balde. There's now a 50% chance the player will renew and continue at the club, but also again, there's a 50% chance he could leave the club this summer. So the club now will offer Moriba a 3-year contract with an option of a further 2 years instead of a full 5-year contract, which now means that Moriba will likely consider that offer from Barcelona. Of course, if he wanted a 5-year contract, he wanted to get more money, he wanted to get a pay rise, but with a 3-year contract, he could, sign a new contract extension during that, tenure, and of course has an option for 2 years as well. But I do believe this will be Barcelona's last offer to Moriba. They've been very, very flexible over the past few weeks. This will be it, 3-year contract with the same money that you're on right now. Take it or leave it, and it's up to Moriba, his agents, and his family to make that decision. But a player that already renewed his contract with Barcelona a few months ago was Alex Collado, coming in from Mundo Deportivo again. They've come out saying that Alex Collado will either stay with the first team this summer or he'll leave the club. He has had some interesting offers from Netherlands and Belgium, but now his goal is to convince Ronald Koeman and earn a spot in the first team for next season. So we knew this since day one. This is, not a surprise whatsoever. We are very, very stocked in the front line. Messi, Griezmann, Dembele, Ansu, Aguero, and Depay. Right now, Collado does not fit in there, but again, if Antoine Griezmann and or Ousmane Dembele leave the club, he would have a spot in that front line. But let me know down in the comments below, would you consider Alex Collado to be that, box-to-box creative midfielder? As we all know, he grew up as a midfielder in that center midfield, then got moved to the wings, and also did play a lot with the center mid with Barcelona B as well. He can play there, but right now Koeman is using him on the wing, on the right wing or the left wing. Would you consider him in that midfield? Let me know down in the comments below. But we'll have to wait and see. He has to impress Ronald Koeman in this preseason, otherwise he will be loaned out or could even be sold. And lastly, a Barcelona player that Ronald Koeman does trust is Yusuf Demir, the new sign this summer. And Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Rapid Vienna wanted to sell Yusuf Demir this summer, but the youngster informed the club that I only want to play for Barcelona. Barcelona could only offer a loan move with a purchase option, and in the end, the Australian club finally agreed due to the player's will. And Yusuf Demir and also Rapid Vienna had very good permanent offers from Borussia Dortmund, Inter Milan, RB Leipzig, and also RB Salzburg, who will be playing next week, but the player only wanted to play for Barcelona. So he wanted to play for Barcelona. He has good ambitions. Ronald Koeman is very, very impressed with him, and we could see him next season in the first team. And right now, he has impressed a lot, Ronald Koeman, in the training sessions and also the preseason games. He has started both games against Girona and Nastic, wearing the number 7 shirt and the number 11 shirt. It's not permanently, by the way, and we could end up seeing him next season. And will he be a Pedri 2.0, getting promoted, playing a lot in the first team? It is a possibility, but right now he has to continue working hard, keep his head down, keep his morale down, and once your opportunity comes, take it. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to know is about the wage bill and the player sales and Lionel Messi being registered. You think that Joan Laporta will get that done in time? Which deadline do you think he'll meet, the August 14th deadline or the August 31st deadline? Leave your thoughts about that down in the comments below. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.